All right, this is David.
This is Donald.
And this is Wrestling Memories, and WWE Network finally, apparently, they have returned some of their Hidden Gems vault, and we're about to watch Volume 1 of the Best of ECW 1992. And this is, I believe, taking place at Mike Schmidt's restaurant called the Original Sports Bar. This match is first showing is Tommy Cairo against Damien Stone. Damien Stone I honestly have not heard of. Tommy Cairo I do know was a very original ECW member, ECW wrestler. He actually won, I believe it was the ECW Pennsylvania title. Also, he was in a feud, which actually, Tommy Cairo was in a feud with the Sandman, and his feud with the Sandman actually led to what we now know as the Sandman, the beer-drinking, smoking Sandman, because Tommy Cairo, Sandman, it was like a Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Elizabeth situation, similar. And Sandman was accusing Tommy Cairo. Well, he was saying he had the entire crowd yelling, "Pay your dues." So it seemed like that Sandman's valet Peaches was hanging around too much with Tommy Cairo. So which led to the extreme version of Sandman we know now. So this match we're watching. Unknown wrestler Damien Stone against Iron Man Tommy Cairo, as I remember his name. Yeah, Tommy Cairo overpowering the young Damien Stone. This is what was incredible about this video that WWE apparently has. It's curious they have these videos from 1992. Tapings from the Mike Schmidt's restaurant, the Philadelphia Phillies baseball player. It was called the Original Sports Bar, and a lot of the early ECW episodes, the shows were taped there. There is some commentary in this a little bit.
You recognize who the commentator is?
No.
No, that's what I'm asking.
No. It's very muffled, even though you can only hear us.
Blocking it this time. Suplex return by Stone on Cairo.
And it's definitely two commentators, but I have no idea who it is.
It is really strange seeing these, and with commentary, because these videos would be apparently released in WWE Network. WWE didn't own the ECW their video library. But with commentary, this is before ECW even got television. So why would there be commentary?
As again, probably is like a setting of tryouts for people who wanted to do other shows. The only way you can really do tryouts is to test live events.
For original ECW, for Philadelphia fans, this is a long-awaited, they call Hidden Gem. Unless you were at these shows at the Original Sports Bar in 1992, no one ever seen these. No one ever has seen these matches. This is literally never before seen matches.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing these when ECW was on television.
They taped Todd Gordon, and I'm a Facebook friend with, and they talked to about the TV pilots. Apparently there are two TV pilots. And among the three videos from 1992 that WWE has released is a number 14 pilot, and Todd Gordon discussed and a message discussed this with me, and I will be discussing about that when we do tape we talk about the pilot episode. But right now we're talking about this is Volume 1. Is in July 1992, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I believe the listing date is July 14th.
Yeah, the referee, that's the original ECW referee. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I remember he goes into the 1993-94 era, in those years. I remember him at the ECW arena. And they are not yet the ECW arena yet. The Original Sports Bar was a long mainstay usage, a place they used a lot. And there's a lot of shows they called the Bar Wars. kind of a young Tommy Cairo, but I'd have to do some research on who Damien Stone was. He didn't really stay with the company long. He didn't go into 93, 94, and post in Extreme. No.
Yeah, because the only Damian I ever heard of was Damien Sandow.
Damien Demento.
Yeah.
From WWF. That was Tito Santana's final opponent in July '93.
That's payback time, baby, huh? Oh, yeah. Body slam.
Yeah, it's really curious who the commentators are.
Leg drop. He put everything into that, too. He did.
No chance it's Todd Gordon himself, is it?
And no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Tell you one thing, if that's a restaurant, the ring really took up a lot of room.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a bar, so yeah, it would take up a lot of it.
Stone hesitated and he lost.
This Volume 1 does not have match listings, where Volume 2 does have a match listing separation. Whoa, Tommy Cairo with a pin on Damien Stone. That was like a really high power bomb.
Yeah.
Wow. It's the first time. This would be a debut. This would be an ECW debut of Tommy Cairo. From my point of view, I'd have to look. Okay. The ring announcer I see in the background. I remember him from 1993. I remember him. This is Eastern Championship Wrestling. God, it's original year. Damien with a Pearl Harbor jobs, Grill Montu would call it. On Tommy outside. You gotta really wonder if any of the fans that would continue into the ECW arena, hat guy, sign guy, if you would see any of them. I don't yet.
No.
Well, you can tell that's a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
But it's amazing they got the ring to fit in there. Okay, next match is going to be Wildman Sal Bellomo against Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Sal Bellomo, a long time independent. Also, kind of a WWF jobber. But Sal Bellomo, he was in the it was a long time. The WWF, I believe, in the early '80s. Of course, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, half of the Heart Foundation, and we recently lost last year. Stevie Wonderful, manager for, I believe, Sal Bellomo?
Yeah, would make sense.
I'm trying to remember that referee's name.
So far, no, I'm not recognizing any of the old stand-ins for ECW.
Fan-wise?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. It's just... It's just really strange. They hear commentary. Who would hear the commentary? Because these videos were never, I believe, were never commercially released by ECW. Now, Joe Goodhart's Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, yes, he did commercially release his house shows, more like the Philadelphia Civic Center. I collected a few of them. Yeah, I'll be my later chapters of the history of wrestling in Philadelphia. When I post Part 6 ECW, we'll cover how Joe Goodhart's Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, his radio show, led to ECW. Most Philadelphia fans would know it, but this is for the rest of the world that don't know. Jim Neidhart getting hot. And he's a strange outfit for Sal Bellomo. I mean, it may have probably an ECW outfit he had. Got to know in 1993, TV taping, I'm not sure who it was, beat that living hell out of him, and they had to put a red X over the screen. It was apparently bloody, and they got the sports channel deal for TV, and put a red X over it. Somebody beat the living hell out of Sal Bellomo. I'm probably wrong. Maybe it been Stevie Richards. Probably took a chair or something and beat him up because put a red X over the screen. But this is kind of back and forth.
I think it's interesting, given all the copyright issues, that Neidhart was allowed to keep his look completely. Now to think about it.
Stevie Wonderful, Al Bellomo's manager, just cost him his man to end the match. Jim Neidhart pins Bellomo with Bellomo's manager, Stevie Wonderful, costing him. You see, this seems like it's the same show. It'd be a July 1992 show. As I just wish they would have released a September, I believe it's September 30th, 1992. Donnie and I were at the Chestnut Cabaret, 30th and Chestnut for that show. Our debut with ECW. That was an interesting, very interesting show. Battle Royal. ECW heavyweight title on the line, and whoever won the battle royal would lead. I think the last two in the battle royal would, I think, fought for it. The title was held up. Jim Neidhart's got Stevie Wonderful in the ring. The manager, Bellomo's manager, and clobbering him. Neidhart biting Wonderful in the face. Wow, Bellomo really selling out. Oh, Magnums of Morocco. Don Morocco was in the ring, attacking Jim Neidhart. Yeah, Morocco would eventually win the ECW title and drop that to Tito Santana. I didn't even know they had the ECW arena yet, and that was in the August 1993 taping. And I didn't find ECW until October of '93. So I missed a lot. It took a while for ECW really to get get TV and with the attendance you get with the crowd in here at the sports bar, word of mouth worked. The posters, whatnot, however they got people to show up.
Yeah, who's that?
I remember seeing him. I'm not sure on. Long hair, guy just came, just approached the ring. Long hair, I believe. Makeup. I think Metal Maniac, I believe. He says I date back from I go back to Joel Goodhart's Tri-State, and I remember all the ECW originals. I believe that's Metal Maniac with the long hair and makeup. Very vague rip on Ultimate Warrior, but that's I won't even. It's a very vague rip.
Yeah, because you look at a cross between Warrior and that third demolition guy, Crush.
Brian Adams.
Yeah.
Super Destroyers versus Nightbreed. I remember both these teams. I should know who the manager. Did they list who the manager was?
I didn't see anything.
Guy in a white suit. Oh, is that maybe Jason? If maybe I'm incorrect. I remember the Super Destroyers. They were ECW Tag Team Champions. I'm not sure about for this match. Oh, okay. I remember him from 1993. Because he was around when Sabu debuted. Wow, he's got like a burn mark or something. He's got bandages over his face. I'm not... Okay, Nightbreed. I don't know their names. Hunter Q. Robbins III. Thank you. Let me know. Remember that name. It's been a long time I've seen him. Long time since, it was Sabu's debut. October 1993. I think Hunter Q. Robbins apparently was managing Sabu when he debuted, and he was being confronted by Tasmaniac Taz, who was shortened by. And he yelled, "Let him go!" And Sabu, when it came in after Taz, they brought Taz in like Hannibal Lecter on a hand truck. Super Destroyers against Nightbreed. I am not sure on Nightbreed's individual names. I remember Super Destroyers. They were in finals when they won the titles. They were in the term of finals with Eddie Gilbert and his brother Doug Gilbert, Dark Patriot. So I remember a lot of ECW history. Like I said, wrestling history is my religion. No kidding. One of the Super Destroyers against the Nightbreed, long hair. Sorry for describing and giving them that name. I'd have to look up what their names are individually.
A little bit of punishment was standing there, knocking down the breed.
We're gonna call them Nightbreed 1 and 2, because Super Destroyers are 1 and 2.
I think at the beginning they did announce what their names were.
Those looks like Metal Maniac in the background, unless he's part of Nightbreed. Unless that is not Metal Maniac. It's interesting to see the guys that will continue through ECW's history. This referee, Hunter Q. Robbins. Super Destroyers tagging in. They're going to double team. I'll give one, ECW. These guys, when it comes to the singles or the tag, these guys work in the ring. No talking. They do their work. It's a phrase called "they do their talking in the ring." These guys work.
I'm still trying to figure out who the other guy on the outside is.
I don't see anything. Referee diverted again.
The Super Destroyer working on one of Nightbreed's legs.
That left leg, man, was bending, twisting. That knee's taking a beating. Just standing with us. Kicking the back of that knee again. Down he goes. You talk about brutal on the
Throughout wrestling history with all these guys that wear masks, it's amazing. I mean, I can see they got eyes and eye and mouth, but don't you think it's so cumbersome that they can breathe with those masks? And there's been so many legendary mask guys, countless. But
I have a separate question. Given that it's always covering the ears, how does it affect their hearing in the back?
I don't even see a nose hole.
Well, there have to be for them to breathe at some degree, but yeah, I'm kind of curious on that.
Or the kind of material that they can hear through. I just find it. It's like if I put on a mask during winter time, and I find that very uncomfortable. You gotta wonder what wrestling masks are like.
Yeah, so if anybody out there has familiarity with wearing wrestling masks and wants to chime in on that,
please comment. What's it like to wear a wrestling mask? I mean, not just to wear one, but to be in the ring and wear one.
Yeah, how does it affect eyesight, breathing, hearing, all that?
How comfortable is it? And there's guys that have worn them all their whole career.
gonna give him a leg.
Curious what happened to Killer Q Robinson's face. I've never known him to be attacked. He has like either a burn mark. The side of his bandage on his face and his cheek looked like he's been burned, or a fan looked like he spit or blew in his face.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Alive. 1, 2. Look at it.
Superstar pulls the guy's hair up instead of pinning him. That's a classic out of King Kong Bundy, kind of.
Count him out.
Oh, split.
2 on 1. 2 on 1.
What they call the 8-10 split. I remember wrestlers used to say that. Splitting the leg apart, 8-10 split.
And why is it not called a 7-10 split?
7-10 or 8-10? 7-10, sorry, 7-10 split.
No, I'm just curious if it meant like what degree of the split.
You know, born better than I do.
No, I think you're right. For some reason in wrestling it's called an 8-10 instead of a 7-10. I don't know why.
He's kicked it, he's rolled it, twisted, turned it. Kicks it again, there it goes down again, boy.
I'm curious how these commentators would know who these guys are individually. I mean, they're not saying 1 or 2. Super sure 1 or 2. Now another split.
The ring at the same time. You got the Super Destroyers here in Nightbreed going for the championship.
Oh, this is a tag team title match too. So I think it'll be Super Destroyers. I don't think Nightbreed had the titles.
For what, the inaugural titles? Because I didn't see anybody walking with the belts.
I'd have to look up history. It's history.
Yeah, because nobody came in with titles.
Maybe a tournament final match. I'd have to look it up. I'm very curious if Mike Smith. I have to look up Mike Smith's the original sports bar if it's still in existence.
I can't imagine that it is since he's not really in Philly anymore. He's mostly in Tampa Bay.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I could be wrong.
I had never even knew that Mike Smith had a restaurant. Or wrestling was there. And I believe Tri-State Wrestling, Joe Goodhurst's Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, they did Bar Wars. They called them. There's several house shows. This would be interesting. If this is the inaugural ECW Tag Team title match, if it's the tournament final, that'd be cool. We're watching history. Let alone these videos are amazing. It's amazing to see these for the first time ever. And when these were today is Thursday, so and Hidden WWE Network Hidden Gems will be updated. So and this is the first time these ECW videos are seen ever. They've been sitting in a vault because when they bought the ECW library. When they were first announced, this is a few weeks ago, I believe, they were announced, but the network took the whole vault down, the Hidden Gems vault, and we're waiting for this 1992 pieces of video to appear. Superstar is working on one of the Nightbreed in the corner. Referee arguing with the other guy, long hair.
Meanwhile, they're killing this poor guy.
No, I wish they had. I could have seen Eddie Gilbert and his brother Doug Gilbert, who was Dark Patriot. They traded the ECW tag titles, I believe. ECW's debut show was February 1992. And this is in July. Oh, if they had the February 1992 debut show, good God. Let alone the show we went to at the Chestnut Cabaret. Doubtful they'll show this. Apparently they're only showing two shows. St. calling them Volume 1 or 2.
Any idea who the manager is for Nightbreed? Because I keep seeing him once in a while and he's in the hood, but I don't know who it is.
Okay, the other Nightbreed, long hair, he's in. The backbreaker on a Super Destroyer. God, what do you think that long hair gets in the way? Jesus. I don't want to label you a girl, but that's really long hair for a guy. Good God.
Which is funny considering who one of your favorite wrestlers is all the time.
Like who?
Like McIntyre.
No, that's more like a
That ain't exactly short hair.
This guy has really long hair.
Yeah. I know it's
really long.
No,
hair.
I know this is ridiculous.
Okay, Superstore holding the guy with long hair out. Okay, went off the top rope. Oh, kind of a butt drop. It was almost a double leg drop. It went to a bottom drop, and the Super Destroyers are apparently.
Yeah,
This was a tournament final. The Super Destroyers are the first ever ECW Tag Team Champions.
So yeah, you were right. We are watching history.
Wow. First ECW tapes from 1992 ever to appear. Maybe that's why they picked this video. It was the tournament final for the Tag Team Championship.
Could be.
Possibly that's why they picked this. I would have loved to have seen the videos of they had two battle royals, and the finals of each. It was Sal Bellomo and Jimmy Snuka for the first ECW Heavyweight Champion. Oh God, I'd love to see that.
Robin still bouncing off inside the ring. All right, these guys are wearing the belts. Yeah, they got the belt. Fans would like to have seen a different scenario.
Nightbreed, I mean, that kind of name, Nightbreed, is kind of reminiscent of Gangrel's The Brood.
Yeah, though obviously completely different look.
Jimmy Snuka against Johnny Hotbody for the ECW Heavyweight title. Johnny Hotbody, he has the ECW title. Oh, this will be cool. Johnny Hotbody, if I'm not mistaken, yes, Johnny Hotbody that came out of Joker's Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, if I'm not mistaken, and he had a feud with Tony's Hitman Stenson, several matches, several extreme matches. I remember reading about them. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, WWF legend. Johnny Hotbody. This is honestly, I think, the first time I've seen Hotbody on video. Read about him a lot. I may have seen him in the Tri-State videos. It's been a few years since I've seen those videos.
Just to show you the kind of guy Hotbody is. This morning there was an old lady who sat down at City Hall and he gave her.
And when I approached for the History Wrestling in Philadelphia Part 6 with ECW, Todd Gordon it is on video a couple of times. I believe time is kayfabe commentaries timeline, ECW timeline 1992-1993, and he says Johnny Hotbody, who knew somebody that about a warehouse in South Philadelphia that you could perfectly use. And it was Viking Hall, that the Viking string band of the Mummers housed their equipment and clothing. Somebody Johnny Hotbody knew. I've heard the name of the guy who owned it. Off the top of my head, I don't remember it. And I will cover that in the history of the ECW Arena eventually in that chapter.
Jimmy looked like that in his entire career. It wasn't like some of these bodybuilders that think they can wrestle and come along now.
Yeah, the ECW title traded a few times. Now I don't know Hotbody how he got a hold of Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy Snuka was the very first champion. I'm not exactly sure And it was in 1992. I'm not sure about date-wise. It was 2 battle royals. Him and Sal Bellomo won 2 individual battle royals.
You know who he lost to? Snuka, I mean.
I said I'm not sure who Snuka lost the title to. That was curious. Was hot. I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, like I said, I don't. I know how Jimmy Snuka first won the title. Now, the belt traded hands maybe 2 to 3 times in '92, because it was held up at the show we went to September 30th at Tessa Cabaret. The winner of the Battle Royal, the last 2 men in the Battle Royal would face off at the end of the night. It was Don Morocco against Sandman, if I'm not mistaken. Magnus Morocco and then Sandman. And it was the original Sandman. The Beach version, which he hated. The original Sandman. We saw, yeah, we remember the original Sandman, the Beach version. The Extreme Sandman, everybody knows now, was the catalyst of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Beer drinking and wild, extreme. I was listening to a video or podcast. What was I listening to? Ole Anderson. I was listening to a shoot of Ole Anderson, and he said it was Dick the Bruiser, I believe, and he started the can crushing on the head. That Stone Cold Steve Austin did not do that, but Sandman did. Of drinking beer and crushing the can on his head. It was Dick the Bruiser that started that. Johnny Hotbody, Jimmy Snuka, and the cameras were reverting back. Todd Gordon, founder of ECW, approaching the ring. He's telling Johnny Hotbody to get in the ring. Really, John Hotbody has a manager? I'm not seeing that. Do not remember him.
And obviously, one of the announcers don't know his name because he mispronounced it.
Did I hear him say Dolph Lundgren?
Todd Lundgren.
Todd Lundgren.
Like, who the heck is Todd Lundgren?
I thought I heard the Dolph Lundgren. The actor who played Ivan Drago, Rocky IV. No. Todd Gordon on the microphone yelling, Johnny Hotbody, get in that ring now. Oh, it's like the fans were calling for a count out, but they're forcing Hotbody into the ring. For someone to call him, say Johnny Hotbody, as strange as it may, the name fits, physically it doesn't.
No.
No. God, you would think I would match somebody like Shawn Michaels with the kind of gimmick he did. Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
It would fit him better. Johnny Hotbody, no. He has a strange mohawk, long-haired mohawk. Hotbody is challenging Snuka for a test of strength. Are you kidding me? And Hotbody is wearing, if I'm not correct, is it white or pink boots?
Yeah, it looks like white trunk pants.
Maybe it's the camera or the lighting.
It does
It looked like pink boots. Maybe it's the camera or the lighting.
No idea why.
Looks like pink boots to me. The fans are cheering Snuka's later WWF, I believe in the 90s. He goes a woo crap. It was a crappy gimmick, audio gimmick for Snuka, and the fans are pushing for that. Snuka didn't need that.
And obviously
The fans are yelling boring?
because so far there hasn't been.
Now nobody's done anything. Snuka says Snuka's waiting for Johnny Hotbody to engage. Snuka's sitting on top turnbuckle.
Yeah, because so far he hasn't even done any kind of hold yet in this match.
tricks. He may not know the alphabet, but he knows all the tricks.
He doesn't know the alphabet.
Just the street. Johnny should win this easily.
He definitely can say at the sports bar, a waitress just walked past the ring with a plate in her hand.
And Snuka now sawing the headbutts as usual.
Hitting Snuka in the head is like punching Andre in the stomach.
Hitting him in the head.
Zilch.
Doesn't seem to have much
No effect.
against the turnbuckles. Johnny's claiming Jimmy has something in there. I think I'd debate whether or not Jimmy has anything in his head, but agree with Johnny.
Man, unless he's oiled up, man, he's sweating. Johnny Hotbody.
It's a combination of the two.
Fan yelling, Johnny, where's your hair? Ooh, Savat kick. Super kick, Savat kick, we want to call it. Nice. I thought Snuka was going to hit him with a knife edge chop. Like I said, these guys work for ECW. They work in the ring.
It's definitely slower ring.
It's not boring.
Ring.
That kick that Snuka just did, that side thrust kick was to the throat. Well, you don't think
Snuka grabbing Hotbody and his manager. Headbutts.
As I was saying, earlier on about Snuka cheating, you don't think a kick to Johnny's chest would have done that much damage. That's a tough ECW champion, Johnny Hotbody. What a bully Snuka is, picking on that little
Poor baby, poor baby.
Gee, I hope Donnie's okay.
Oh yeah. He didn't feel a thing, did he?
Yeah, Johnny Hotbody acting like a big baby. Oh, because Snuka kicked him in the throat.
Something you don't hear too often.
Whoop-dee-doo.
Snuka has a loaded foot. A loaded foot.
A loaded foot.
That seemed to be what he was implying. Well, you know, he's trained.
Something's loaded alright, and it's the BS.
He wants to, is he the honest guy who wanted the referee to check his foot?
Uh-huh.
Stuck in Hotbody locking up,
He
finally.
just said something to Jimmy, and I don't think it was God bless you.
Just probably doggone it.
I think it was something like that.
Doggone you.
Let's get into the side headlock.
He's probably going on the shoulder, like, yeah. Going on the shoulder.
Yeah, he's favoring that left shoulder.
Hotbody grabbing Snuka into the ropes.
Get away. Jimmy's holding him back.
What the hell is the manager getting referees? Okay, Hotbody's manager choking Snuka in the ropes.
That's a nice little guy, very young.
He was trying to revive him.
Can you come up with a better name, a manager, so we can say your name?
Donnie was trying to revive Snuka so they have a better match. I think he deserves lots of credit.
Snapmare. Leg scissors by Hotbody. That he is. These guys are they. Great. It's good ring work.
Leg scissors. Evidently their game plan is to cut off the oxygen to Snuka's brain.
He has oxygen in his brain. Hotbody's manager grabbing Hotbody's arms.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Hell.
why are you counting?
You asked him, they'll say I'm a poor announcer.
His shoulders are down.
Yes, I've heard that many times over. Even I defended.
This is far different. Usually it's in a figure four situation. that Hotbody has Snuka in a leg scissors, with his leg scissors on Snuka's head, and his manager is grabbing his arms. Usually that doesn't happen unless it's a figure 4 leg lock. Ah! Hotbody went to chop. Oh, Snuka with a roll over. 1, 2. No. Hotbody went to hand chop Snuka and hurt his hand. Let's say you're hitting a piece of rock. You gotta hurt Snuka. I mean, it takes a lot to hurt Snuka. Hotbody with the leg scissors again, and the Hotbody's manager pulling. It's far different. It's a far different way of adding pressure, helping Hotbody apply pressure to the leg scissors on Snuka's head. It's far different. Is he grabbing Hotbody's head? His own manager. His arms.
It's still his arms.
His arms. It's a good leg scissors. I'll give him that. Good whole leg scissors. You know, this works better than a sleeper does. Leg scissors. Honestly, God, I think unless the right wrestler prize it, the sleeper is so lame. More rope work on Snuka. Hotbody's manager again, the second time grabbing on the Snuka's strangling him on rope.
Definitely heard the sounds of more kids than you're expecting in an ECW event.
Well, Johnny's known for his clean breaks.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him cleanly break Larry Winter's arm one time.
Uh-huh.
Larry Winters. He was a trainer for Joe Goodhart. Hotbody off the ropes with a good and kind of good clothesline.
That was a Stan Hansen model lariat there. He really
To even compare to Stan Hansen? Hell no.
Snuka also worked tag championship with Terry Gordy. He's also been known to drive a few forearms in like that, lay out a few people.
Who the heck?
Somebody threw a drink, tried to throw it in a ring.
Yeah, he went right over top of Hotbody's head. God, it looked like somebody spit, let alone threw a drink.
Oh, it is a hot night. They should cool down. We are talking mid-July in Philadelphia, so.
They said, even though they do get to hear us, which you can't do down here, despite that.
It would have made more sense to release a video of the tag team title tournament final, and when Snuka won the first one of the ECW titles. That would have made more sense. Now, unless they don't have those videos.
Well, it could be this is all one show.
Oh yes,
If it's the same show, then.
but it's not the battle royals. What I was talking about. Okay, yeah, a leg scissors. They were using in a form of a figure. Now they were a reverse figure 4. The way you typically have a figure 4 leg lock, and they're turning it over. That's what Snuka just did with Hotbody out of the leg scissors. Now that was very different.
It shows you how smart Johnny is.
A lot of things kind of made ECW that changed the course of wrestling history. A lot of things.
Cheap shot, if you ask me.
They said ECW was absolutely revolutionary.
Whoa, what's the eyes? Those not fair?
Ooh.
Drop the knee on it. 1, 2, oh!
Somebody had him there.
I thought he did too, Tucker.
Hotbody attempting to get the better of Snuka. So far he is.
Johnny starting to see off on his Snuka.
Yeah, really is seeing all on it.
That's it. Oh, no.
The upper body straight. Snuka just picked him up and tossed him 4 or 5 feet.
Look at the size of the upper body of Snuka.
Like a chin
A
lock.
lot of damage to that man.
Yeah.
Put him down for a 3 count.
Not even barely a sleeper, but
No, it's not a
double arm chin lock. Hot body on Snuka.
Oh yeah, this ECW, they've had Jim Neidhart in. What I call Jim Neidhart. Magnificent Morocco's been in. Yep. Uncle Ivan, I can call off. That's one of the good things about these shows where you can see the veterans and the up-and-coming talent.
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, Hotbody is just barely keeping his own with legendary Jimmy Snuka. Just barely. The irony is Johnny Hotbody being an ECW original. Where I label him a legend would be difficult to do. An ECW legend, he's an ECW original.
Yeah, there's a difference.
The difference. It wasn't a long mainstay. Johnny Hotbody would disappear probably after 92. If he was 1993 in ECW, he was very, very early, but he did not continue because I never saw him at the arena in South Philly. I never saw him. Snuka with a sunset flip, Hotbody holding the ropes.
And the ref.
Oh, ref caught Hotbody holding the ropes. Snuka flipping it to a sunset flip. Oh, Hotbody kicked out just in time.
That's a 2.9 there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think that woke up Johnny, man. He's
Ooh, he missed it.
crazy now.
Or he just
He
grazed.
just grazed. Hotbody came off the ropes when the kick stuck in the head. Just grazed Snuka. Now Snuka, with a small knife edge chop, very small.
And I'm surprised he's not doing it more in the match.
There he goes, knife edge chops.
Thank you, finally.
Oh, nice headbutt, Snuka. 2 people that did the knife edge chops. Well, besides Wahoo and Flair, they were full. Also, Ricky Steamboat, Jimmy Snuka, they were very good. The knife edge chops. The hard chest chops were Wahoo and Ric Flair. Jimmy Snuka and Ricky Steamboat were knife edge chops.
Crazy smile on his face.
No, Andre did them too.
Andre?
You said chest chops.
Knife edge, like a knife edge chops. Flat hand. Not like a chop.
Yeah, but you're talking chops to the face where a chest chop is like this.
Yeah, by having your hand flat, horizontal against the chest.
Yeah.
That would be a knife edge.
Yeah.
I'm saying Snuka and Steamboat were better
Oh,
than
yeah.
that.
He's not about to give up.
Hotbody with a 1, 2. Oh, Snuka pulls out 2 3/4.
Slides into a bridge. It looked like Snuka was gone.
Hotbody's holding his own with Snuka. I'll give him that. Oh, a backbreaker by Snuka.
And he's going to lift him up, try another one. Yep.
Another one on Hotbody. Is he gonna go for the Superfly? Yeah, his fingers pointing up.
Looks like he's talking to going up.
And only one person in the history of ECW ever. Now, unless Hotbody gets out of the way, only one person in ECW, wrestling, 2 people in wrestling history, but one person in ECW history has ever kicked out of the Superfly. And Hotbody, and we might have a new ECW Heavyweight Champion. Jimmy Snuka has regained the ECW Heavyweight title. Only Tommy Dreamer has ever kicked out. ECW only person to ever kick out. Ever to kick out of the Superfly. And he paid for it too. About 5, he took 4, 5, 6 Superfly splashes. Jimmy Superfly Snuka regains the ECW title. I believe is probably his 2nd reign.
You asked why this made the show. Now you know why.
2 title changes. That's why they apparently Network picked up this show.
With one of them being the first tag championship. And that chant that my brother does not like.
It doesn't make sense. Score.
Should be exciting the fans. Giving him that I love you sign.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool stance. Snuka do the kneeling stance and.
No, this is
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there are times where kneeling is not controversial.
in the ECW as their champion. Yep, got the belt.